Not if I could avoid it. No, I mean, who would?
That's Hillary Clinton talking about the pat down. Not if I could avoid it. Would you like one, Hillary? Not if I could avoid it. It's 5 minutes past 8, KSFO. Good morning, everybody. Brian Sussman with you. A few scattered showers around the area this morning, this afternoon, just depending on where you live. But tomorrow, everybody gets rain once again. Then I think we're going to dry out for Wednesday and Thursday. We'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, there is a guy who is in the business of forecasting trends. And economically, he is a genius. We have him on the program often. He really stirs up the pot because he speaks his mind. And he is Gerald Celente. He's the founder and director of the Trends Research Institute on the web at trendsresearch.com. Good morning, Mr. Celente. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Brian. I'm well. Thank you for having me back.
Well, our audience really loves hearing from you because you tell it like it is, and sometimes that offends people, but so be it. With all of the forecasting you have done, I'm curious. We now have the TSA. We've got the pornographic images of the various passengers. We've got the groping. We've had these reports from all over the country of just gross violations of the Fourth Amendment. And I'm curious to get your take on what might happen with all of this. What do you forecast for the TSA? Are they going to go forward? Are they going to pull back? What are your thoughts, Gerald Celente?
Well, actually, I was on Fox and Friends yesterday morning speaking about this very subject. And we have to, looking at trends, Brian, tracking trends is an understanding of where we are and how we got here so we can see where we're going. How we got here is through the Patriot Act. And why don't we call it the Raping of the Constitution Act? And what the TSA is, this is just another trend toward the subjugation of the people. First they took our money and they gave it to their too-big-to-fail friends, and now they're robbing us of our dignity. And we sent out a press release about this last week, a trend alert. And this is not going to stop, because other than when they bail out the big guys and they tax us to death, we feel that indirectly. But when you go to the airport and are humiliated in broad daylight, it's a different story. And I love that little chuckle you played of Hillary Clinton. Not if I could avoid it. Yeah, they do avoid it. They don't have any of this stuff. Not that guy Boehner, who took a commercial flight last week from Washington, D.C., and he's escorted onto the plane by his security guards. So he doesn't have to go through that.
And yet the pilots who were in charge of flying the plane, up until recently, or maybe they still are enduring this, have had to go through these same shenanigans. Same with the flight attendants.
Exactly. But you know who's not going through it? It's those hundreds and hundreds of thousands of big business people that have their private jets, that have their Cessnas, that have their Gulfstreams, that aren't going through this stuff. And if you're going to start with this baloney about how the TSA is going to protect us from a terrorist, how about loading up a Gulfstream with some stuff and ramming it into a building? I mean, when are people going to grow up? The government's not out there to protect you. It's out there to make money. This whole thing is a rotten, dirty scheme. Let's go back over the videotape. The underwear bomber, remember them? Christmas Day. Who followed the underwear bomber making the rounds on the media? Michael Chertoff.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point.
Right? The former, I love it, Homeland Security czar, that little weasel out there peddling these X-ray machines without telling the people that he's pimping for Rapiscan, who is Rapiscan, who is the company that sells these X-ray machines and just happens to be a client of the Chertoff Group. This is criminal activity. Our whole lives are being disrupted because this little weasel Chertoff is out on all the media rounds and all these clowns on TV bowing and scraping to the great security czar. Yeah, like the Homeland Security czar we have now. Janet Napolitano. You see this chick? She couldn't run up a flight of stairs, and she's going to save us? Nah, it's all about money.
Now, with the Chertoff connection, I was connecting these dots last week, and again, he consults for Rapiscan. And Gerald, let everyone know how Rapiscan got this deal and where the money for this deal came from.
Well,
I'm thinking of the stimulus package.
Exactly. And do you know who accompanied our Commander-in-Chief Obama to India? The CEO of the company.
Of Rapiscan.
Yes. It's all in the. You could start finding it in the news. Start digging under. This whole thing is a racket. The wars are a racket. This is a racket, and then more than this, Brian, it's a subjugation of the American people. It keeps beating us down, because there's no more great humiliation than a guy feeling up another guy and having to take that kind of crap.
You know, Gerald Celente is our guest, by the way, Trends Research Institute, on the web at trendsresearch.com. We have heard from so many police officers on this station, Gerald, who said if they were engaged in this type of a search on a suspect, the next thing that would happen is that that particular suspect would have the cuffs on him, because the only way they can be engaged in a search like that is to be sure that this person is suspected of a crime. They're treating us at these airports as if we're suspected of criminal activity.
Exactly. Again, go to our website, trendsjournal.com, and you'll see the video of me on Fox yesterday. And that's exactly what I said. I said, what happened to our Fourth Amendment rights of search and seizure? We're now guilty until proven innocent. Again, this is a raping of the Constitution. But again, more than that, there's a very, very deep psychological effect of this, that you are being subjugated. Look, like I say, what twisted mind in the TSA came up with this whole scam that it's okay for a guy to grope another guy? Hey, listen, I'm heterosexual. If I'm going to be groped, I want to be groped by a gal. Really, who's to tell me this is okay, Mr. Celente? You could be felt up by this clown. If I'm going to be groped, let it be a gal. Well, I don't want a guy touching me. I find it offensive.
I heard my wife said something similar. She says, if I'm going to be felt up like this, I want a gay man to do it to me.
Yeah, there you go. Let's have our choice. But this is again, Brian. It is not about our security. Hey, what about passports? Don't we have those things anymore? Let's require that every American citizen get a passport. You go to take a plane. You put your passport down.
Bingo.
They know who you are. Then you go through the metal detectors. What happened to all the profiling? This is a true story. I just came back from Las Vegas last week. I had a talk out there. I'm sitting next to an 82-year-old woman. And she's a diabetic. They pulled her aside because they saw needles in her luggage. They started to pat her down in public. 82-year-old rotund woman. She said to me, "What are they doing this to me for? I'm an old lady." And what they did, Brian, is when she said that she didn't want to be groped in public, they took her to a private room, but they would not let her put on her shoes. She was forced to walk across that filthy, dirty floor with no shoes, being humiliated in public. This is America. This is fascism. Fascism has come to America. They've done it with the too big to fails we now own. What DC's been hijacked by Wall Street. The merger of state and corporate powers is called fascism.
Yep.
And that little fascist guy, that weasel Chertoff out there pimping his product, and we're forced to buy them.
Gerald Celente, our guest on KSFO, trendsresearch.com. He's the Trends Research Institute founder and director. Now, Gerald, in just a moment, let's come back. We need to talk about the economy. This is one of your specialties, and I'm noticing that silver, for example, is no longer purchasable by people in America because it's sold out. We'll talk to Gerald Celente about that He has been predicting this for the longest time. Officer Vic right now with traffic.
Your Bay Area BMW Centers bring you this word about Antioch 4 westbound between Lone Tree, around Lone Tree. Slow, and then it slows again at Bailey Road, and then again at Willow Pass. It's the typical westbound journey on Highway 4 on a morning commute. Pleasanton, 680 southbound between Bernal Avenue, Bernal, and Andrade Roads, slow going. San Leandro, 880 northbound between 238 and 98th Avenue. We got the slow going there. And a couple of accidents, one Larkspur, 101 southbound after Sir Francis Drake Boulevard, and another one Richmond, 80 westbound after El Portal Drive. Through January 3rd, get the BMW you've always wanted with 0.9% financing on select certified pre-owned models. Visit BayAreaBMW.com/CPO for details or see your Bay Area BMW Center today.
I want to be able to fit into my skinny jeans again.
I want to wear skinny jeans for once.
I just want to feel good.
I want to get healthy and lower my cholesterol.
Hi, I'm Steve Bostic, president of Right Size Smoothies, and one thing I've discovered is that weight loss isn't just about a number. It's about living the life you deserve. That's why everyone who calls today can try my powerful weight loss smoothies for 2 full weeks. I'll even give you free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-500-0507. Right Size helps you feed your body right so you can lose weight in no time. You can fit into those favorite jeans again. You can feel good about yourself and even improve your health. Let me prove it with a 2-week trial of my powerful weight loss smoothies. Plus, call right now and I'll also give you my revolutionary blender bottle absolutely free, plus free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-500-0507. 1-800-500-0507.
Got a baseball fan in the house? Got a Giants fan specifically in the house? How about someone who's into sports memorabilia? Oh, I've got something for you. Buster Posey is the 2010 Rookie of the Year, the first San Francisco Giant to win the award since 1975, and Louisville Slugger. They've been making Major League bats since 1884. Also, they're the bat maker of Buster Posey. He uses a Louisville Slugger. They've commemorated Buster's honor with the official Buster Posey Rookie of the Year full-size laser-engraved bat. Got the nice Giants marking, the words 2010 National League Rookie of the Year, Buster's stats. Each bat is individually numbered, limited to only 2010. It's a full-size bat. It's a once-in-a-lifetime limited edition Louisville Slugger, selling for just $129.95. To purchase this historic collectible, and oh, it's going to be a hit with whoever you happen to purchase it for, or maybe just one for yourself. Call 866-430-BATS. That's 866-430-BATS.